Pleased to have our next guest with us in studio. It is Adam Gockowski, and Adams is in the finals for the Brohio Governor contest, and this was a program, a campaign released by Nick Swisher back in the first week of January. And, Adam, you've made it to the Final Four, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's been a completely wild ride, but it's been unbelievably beautiful, fun. A lot of people came out and supported me so far. It's just been awesome.
Okay, so talk about what this all means for people unfamiliar with it, Adam.
Okay, so the campaign for Governor of Brohio, the winner, well, first of all, there's four of us, 4 finals left.
Yeah.
And whoever ends up winning will be the hype man in Section 117 every Friday and Saturday during all home games this upcoming season.
And the governor's role, and I was looking at the list, it says proactively engage and interact with bros. It says have full knowledge of Brohio happenings, lead Brohio cheers, project positive attitudes, additional related duties determined by the Brohio team.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like something you can handle.
It's something that I've been doing my whole life. It's just so much fun because when this campaign was first announced, before I even announced that I was running for it, people were texting me, writing on my Facebook, hey, you got to do this, you got to do this. And I'm like, oh, my God, of course. How can I not? This has been my life.
Uh-huh.
So when I actually put together a submission video, I was able to get Jim Tressel in the video. The famous Ohio State football coach now working for University of Akron. He was beyond awesome, and him and Nick Swisher are very close to begin with. So to be able to get an icon like that to work with me so far was just beyond awesome. And the reception from it, from not just my friends and family, but also from the Indians and just the public, has just been unbelievable.
So how does the champion get determined? Is it an interview? Is it voting? How's it all work?
Well, it's 50-50, being 50% is Nick Swisher's vote and 50% is the fan vote online at indians.com/Brohio. And on there, you can watch a video from Tribe Fest. We had a Q&A with Nick Swisher himself and Jim Rosenhaus on what? Oh,
you sat down with Rosie.
Yeah, we sat down with. Well, Rosie was the one who he was the host, and
moderator,
and Swisher was the one asking the questions.
Boy, I wish I would have known this before.
Oh man,
because I could have really got you in with Rosie. He loves pancakes.
Oh, he likes pancakes?
We could have skewed this thing where you got some really good questions that way.
Well, who doesn't love pancakes?
Yeah, Rosie loves pancakes. I mean, when we go out to Arizona with the tribe, he's the pancake guy.
Oh, man.
Loves pancakes. But go ahead.
But, yeah, so we had a Q&A, all 4 of us, and we were asked, just typical stuff like how can you lead Brohio? What can you do? We did some cheers, and the last question was, how can you prove to the fans that you are capable of running Brohio?
Yeah.
And I was able to have the opportunity, because I see the Indians across the country once a year, and last year I was blessed to go see them in Seattle, where I did get to meet Nick Swisher and took a picture with him. So I took that for my advantage, and on stage I stood up. I'm like, if you can do this crazy what I'm going to do right now, then, I can't prove myself anymore. Here's something for Nick. So he opens it up in front of the crowd, and it's an autographed picture of Nick and I signed by me. And the crowd went nuts. Swisher, and you can see the video on indians.com/Brohio.
Okay.
And it's about the 2.5-minute mark where I give him my autograph. But it was just nuts. It was absolutely unreal to see this man who is a huge baseball icon right now. And I actually think he's like the #1 MLB Twitter player with the most followers, something like that. So, an outgoing man like that, it just was perfect.
I was reading about you. This isn't something, folks, and we're talking in our studio with Adam Gockowski, and he's a final for the Brohio Governor. And we'll talk about when this is ending and voting and all that type of thing in a second. But in reading, this isn't something you just said, oh, this sounds like a cool idea. You love baseball.
Oh.
You've gone to, 10, 11 parks around the country,
I've been to 11 stadiums.
Yeah.
Everywhere from, coast to coast.
Besides Progressive Field, which one did you like the best?
See, that's a hard question to answer because I hate the Red Sox more than any team in baseball.
Me too. Can't stand them.
Yeah, but seeing the Indians beat them in Fenway was an opportunity that most people would just die for.
Yeah.
But I will say, truth be told, Baltimore, Camden Yards was just gorgeous.
Nice stadium. Yeah.
Gorgeous park, and the fans there are great, absolutely wonderful, and that's one of those things where my experience on the road I want to bring back to Cleveland, where Northeast Ohio, but especially at the park, for away fans to leave Cleveland thinking, wow, this place is great, this is a fun park, because if I had the opportunity in 10 other stadiums to feel loved and respected, I definitely have to pay that forward. So that's the one thing. But Camden Yards was one of those prime examples of the fans were great, the park was beautiful. I mean, the bricks in the outfield.
Okay, so a little bit more about you. You Akron born and raised. Where are you from?
Well, I'm a 2008 Twinsburg graduate.
Oh, okay.
I graduated from Kent State in 2012.
Very nice.
And I currently live in Lakewood.
Oh, okay.
So I drove down here this morning. It was
just to be on with us.
Just to be on with you guys.
What do you think about our tribe this year?
I actually have high hopes. A lot of people are nervous.
I think they're going to win the division.
A lot of people are worried about the pitching. Well, you got to also remember, Detroit, it's easier said than done with them because, they're getting a coach reflip. Jim Leland, who his daughter is she's in a sorority in Kent, and I was in a fraternity in Kent, so I know his daughter quite well. He's a good guy. I want to say Jim Leland is a great guy.
He really is, yeah.
To lose a captain of a ship like that is going to be a lot.
Well, they traded Fielder, and they traded one of their pitchers.
And Peralta's gone, too.
Yeah.
So the top of the division, and you got to remember, we were, a game out of first at the end of the season. Mm-hmm. And for a powerhouse franchise they were supposed to be, they should have, quote unquote, beat us by 15 games in first.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Indians, in Terry we trust, and that's how I see it. In Terry we trust. We can take this. Mm-hmm. I'm not nervous at all.
And we got some young pitchers. Bauer's going to have a chance to move in to the rotation possibly. So, yeah, I think we're going to win the division. Well, listen, do people vote for you?
Yeah, absolutely.
How's this all work again?
Well, to start off with, if you want to see the video with Jim Tressel, my campaign video, just look up Brohio on YouTube. But to vote for me to be the governor of Brohio, go to Indians.com/Brohio, and that's where you can see the video from TribeFest. That's where you can see the other candidates. That's where you can see Jim Rosenhaus and Nick Swisher himself. Mm-hmm. So definitely take a look at that, and please vote for Adam.
There you go. Adam, thank you for coming on down this morning.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. It's been wonderful.
When does the voting complete? That's important.
Oh, voting ends Friday at noon.
Oh, this Friday. So we only got about 3 or 4 more days.
Yes.
Right.
It's been going on for about a week, so it's almost done.
All right. Adam Gockowski. Correct?
Gockowski.
That K throws me off.
Yeah, it does for everybody. I mean, that was elementary school for me on the first day when the teachers are reading off the attendance list.
Mm-hmm. Did you know Tom Hamilton's son out there at Kent State who got drafted by the Tribe?
Oh, really? I didn't know he got – that's news to me.
Nick, isn't the name Nick?
I'm not quite sure, but I knew that he was a great player for Kent.
Yeah, he got drafted by the Indians.
And College World Series a few years back.
Yes, he did, yeah. Hammy, who I know pretty well, is very excited about his son. He's still in the Indian system, so that's pretty good.
That's
stuff.
awesome.
All right. Thanks, Adam.
Thank you.
All right. There you go. So one of the finalists for the Brohio governorship, Adam Gockowski, with us in studio. And you heard him mention, see the website, go see the video, and give him a vote. And voting concludes on Friday, Indians.com.